Hi Reggie, my name is Suzanne Lancaster, and I was looking for pump drilling in Mansfield, Texas, and came across your website and wanted to give you some tips on how to make it better. First thing I wanted to see is, as you can see, we're on your website. I like how it's laid out. I like the fact that you have a picture of your little babies, which is so adorable, and the fact that you have some testimonials on here, which is really nice for people to read through. I think that's great, and it gives a lot of good feedback, and Google really likes it. So why do I bring up Google? Google is the biggest search engine, I'm sure you know, and most people look for information on Google now. I know I do. I know most people in my age, which is almost 40, look for information on Google. That's our first source. And having increased visibility on Google is going to be the best way for you to get more customers calling you who know what you do, who have been educated, and are ready to have you come drill their well or test their water or whatever they need done. So the first thing I would say about your website is I like how you have a lot of this text and content on here. I would make this a little bit larger just in general because I think it will really help. Um, Another thing is you really need to have a form on your front page. I know you have the request form on the back, but having a request form on the front page without so much information, just have your name, the first name, phone number, service, email, I think would be a great way to get a little bit more um, information from people. I like that you have your About Us page that you talk about your personal life, which is great. These YouTube videos are good too. Google really likes seeing YouTube videos since it owns YouTube. And if you've uploaded these, which you have, and you've tagged them with keyword words, excuse me, such as well, well drilling, well water drilling, water well drilling, pump drilling, maybe locations. Those are all good ways to get your videos ranked higher on Google, and then your website also will get more visibility because of that. Your services page, I would recommend that you put some more text on here, some more authoritative content. Google likes authoritative content. It's going to get you ranked higher in Google Organic. So if you could have paragraph information about all these, that would really help. Probably you're talking about 3,000 words, which with all of these services, I think is completely doable. Um, that would be my recommendation for that page. The facts are great. I love the facts. I like that you have well maintenance for annual checkups and the homeowners list and water pressure information. This is great. This is exactly what Google wants to see. It just wants to see more. So definitely bump up your services. And then the testimonials again. I haven't compared these to the front page. If these are the same, it looks like they're all different, which is good. They need to be different. And then tales from the field. That's funny. Yeah, but pictures that have titles that are keyword rich, such as the pump information. The fact that bees is probably would really help you rank on Google, that's still hilarious. But yeah, these pictures that just kind of tell the story are really helpful in getting you ranked higher on Google. So let's show where are you on Google. So the first thing I looked for was pump drilling in Mansfield. That was my search term, which apparently is not a very popular one, but it's one I thought of. And so when you first look, you can see the Google local. So this is the map listing. This is where you want to get ranked up high also. You want to be in one of these top three. And from what I can tell, this guy isn't even working anymore. It looked like he was closed, although that might have been false information. So when I look in more places, and sorry that information's kind of in the way, you're not anywhere in the top 4 or 5. So what can we do to get you higher on the Google local? Well, you need to have more citations, and citations are your name, address, and phone number submitted to other online directories that Google sees. So there's a software called WhiteSpark that shows the top citation sources. So EC, Stone, and Action Water Wells were listed also. So you can see they have more citation sources than you do. And we can even see what their sources are to see what directories you need to submit to. So that's pretty easy to do, something that's very doable. And we're not. The next thing we want to look at is Google Organic, and you're actually doing really well in Google Organic. You're number 6. So I would say, why don't we try to bump you up past the yellow pages? But if we get really authoritative content on there, we probably can. So the authoritative content I was talking about earlier is going to help you bump up in Google Organic, as well as referring domains. So referring domains are votes from other websites that say this website is um, has authoritative content. He knows what he's talking about. It's a legitimate website. It's been around for a while. We really need to pay attention to this. So EC Stone, since it's the first one, I like to see how much they had on there. Oops, I just deleted it out. Huh, let me put it back in here. Majestic.com. Hopefully I'm still signed in. I am. So that was EC Stone Drilling. Go. They have 3 domains, so we could definitely increase your the number of domains you have referring to your website and bump you up on Google. And then the last piece of the puzzle is keywords. You have to have the keywords that people are looking for. So I picked EC Stone Drilling again as the example. So when people look for well stuff, they look for water well drilling in Fort Worth, water well Fort Worth, and can I drill a water well? And since I was looking specifically for Mansfield, I would just replace those keywords in there. And you'd also want to think of other keywords that people would think of when they want to look for water well drilling, like I put pump drilling as opposed to water well. So those are just some ideas about how you can improve your website. Again, my name is Suzanne Lancaster. My phone number is 214-236-4678. And you feel free to call me if is information here that you liked, that you want to work with me. I'd be happy to. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.